Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on another video today. So it's Monday the 20th of January and Monday means one thing. It means that it's weighing update. So I have been to group, I have weighed in and I'm back in my usual spot, as you can probably tell. Very, very miserable today. It is raining. It is absolutely Baltic. I think it's actually warmer on an icicle than what it actually is in my car right now. So if I start shivering, you know why. But yeah, before I get into the nitty gritty of whether I've lost, maintained or gained this week, I'll just have a quick recap over this past week. So if you are new here, I am doing Slimming World. I have been keeping an eye on my calories just because I can easily overeat on my free food allowance. And the free food elements when it comes to Slimming World are quite highly calorific, you know, when it comes to pasta, rice, potatoes, certain free fruits and vegetables, they can be quite high in calories. So personally, I just have been keeping an eye on that just to make sure that I don't overeat on those. So technically every week, if I'm in a calorie deficit, then I should have a loss. Technically, that's how it should go. But yeah, this past week, the week previous to last week, I wasn't feeling absolutely amazing. I did still manage to eat, but I was a little bit under the weather at times. This last week that's just gone, I've felt as bright as a button. It's been great. I've not been ill whatsoever. There seems to be people dropping like flies all around me. There was talk about wearing masks again at work, but that's been kiboshed, thank goodness. Just because there's like flu going crazy, there's sickness bugs, there's just all sorts going on. But luckily, touch wood, let's face it, it's full of sawdust up there. Luckily this week I've been absolutely fine, felt great. I did have a few little things that I wanted to make sure that I was doing, like getting back on top of my sleep. Tick, I've definitely been doing that. I've been making sure that I've been going to bed for around about 10 o'clock each night, which has been great because I felt amazing for it. That extra few hours sleep, it's done me the world of good, and I definitely think that's helped me feel better as well. Water, I was hoping to increase that. That's a big fat 0. I've probably only drank actual water a couple of litres throughout the whole of the week, not just on one day, throughout the whole of the week. So that I definitely need to improve on without a shadow of a doubt, because I am just not drinking enough at all. It's either tea, coffee, Pepsi Max. I wouldn't even say I'm drinking squash either, dilute juice. I'm not even drinking that. So that is something that I'm definitely going to have to work on this next week. My steps, again, I've got a treadmill at home. I have zero excuse to get my steps in. Zero excuse. Yet have I got my steps in this week? Have I buggery? No, I haven't at all. I don't know how many steps I've been doing a day because I've not been monitoring them, but I do know that unless I've been working, it's been next to nothing. And even when I'm working, everything's digital now, so I do sit behind a computer a lot of the time. The shifts are obviously crazy busy, but I'm only walking to a bay, which is usually next to where I'm sitting anyway, so it's not even like I have to walk long distances. So yeah, my step uptake needs to uptake a lot. I need to start doing my steps, because if I'm not doing my steps, then I'm going to be overeating. It's as simple as that. Regardless, I'm going to be overeating because I need to actually move my backside. So steps is another thing that I'm working on. Sticking to plan, sticking within my calories. Big tick, I have definitely done. I've not deviated whatsoever. I've always been within my sins. I've always been within my calories. I've weighed, measured my healthy extras. Obviously, I've been weighing my free food. I've not always weighed my speed food side of it, you know, like if I've been having a salad, because I do know from past that when I've made a salad, it's very rare that a salad goes over 100 calories. Extremely rare, unless I'm like throwing peppers and celery and carrot in and everything like that, and none of my salads this week have contained all those ingredients. It's literally been lettuce, tomatoes, cucumber, maybe a bit of onion. That's been it. So yeah, I've not necessarily been keeping an eye on those bits, but maybe I should do. Who knows? It's all experimental at the moment. That's what I'm doing. I'm seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, and I'm scrubbing the stuff that doesn't work, and I'm keeping the stuff that does work in. But yeah, otherwise, I've had a really, really good week on plan as well. It has been good, not any qualms. I've eaten plenty of food. I have been extremely hungry though this week. I don't know if it's because the weather has gone absolutely vile again. I don't know if it's that and that I'm colder. I don't know if it's because I'm feeling better. I'm not due on, so I can't blame it on my period. So it's not that. I've still got about a couple of weeks before that rears its ugly head. But maybe it's because I'm ovulating. Maybe that might be it. Because I do tend to get a bit hungrier. I don't know. All that I know is every single day I have definitely been ready for my meal times. And even when I've eaten my meal, I've not felt full. Like, do you know, like when you can get that full satisfied feeling? I've not felt like that. I've still thought, oh, I could eat a little bit more. But I'm not doing, because I know that if I do, then I'm going to eat over my calories. So I've not been doing it. But yeah, I do know that I have been. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've not been starving still by the end of my meal at all. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I like a decent portion. I don't eat just, you know, like mouse portions. I do eat a decent sized portion. But yeah, just I've not had that really full feeling. But maybe that should be the way that it should be, that I shouldn't have that really full feeling. Again, who knows? I'm playing with it. So, if you remember last week, if you watched last week's weigh-in, you'll know that I lost an absolute colossal 9.5 pounds last week. I was classing it as my first week properly back on plan after Christmas, New Year, after several gains, etc. I was classing it as like my first week back on plan, because that is really what it was. It was definitely my first week properly back on plan. No bad habits sneaking in, doing exactly what it says on the tin. So that was last week. So yeah, very, very happy to have lost 9.5 pounds last week. I didn't expect to get, obviously, anywhere near that kind of loss. I was hoping to lose around about £2 that week, because I definitely thought, I know it was a decent loss last week, but I definitely thought like £2 would be doable. You know, £2 should be. So I was keeping everything crossed for that. I managed to get back into the 14 stone bracket last week, which was amazing. Feel very happy to be back in a new stone bracket. And like I say, I have gone to group today and I've stepped on those scales. I had no idea how I was going to do. It was completely surprise, which is good for me because I have scales at home and normally I like to have a little cheeky way, but I didn't. I just trusted the process, as they say. So I stepped on the scales and I only went and gained half a flipping pound. Half a pound on, not off, on, half a pound on. As you can tell, not happy. No over the moon this week. No over the moon. If anything, I've crashed into the moon. I'm that unhappy. Yeah, half a pound on. No idea where it's come from. Like I say, I've kept an eye on my calories. I should have had a loss. I've been in a deficit. But is it because I've not moved my bum? Who knows? Probably, maybe. Is it because I've not drank enough? Who knows? Probably, maybe. What? I just don't know. I don't know. And I know these things are going to come and they're going to trip me up and they're going to make me doubt myself and they're going to make me lose focus, make me not trust the process, make me just want to throw it all in and think, well, sod it. If I've gained this week and I've been amazing, then what the hell, I might as well be bad. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. As much as I am absolutely miffed, and I really, really am, I'm not going to do that, because I do know for a fact that if I throw it all in and I just do whatever the hell I want this week with spitting my dummy out of the pram, then next week I am 100% going to get a gain. 100% I'm going to get a gain. And it's going to be more than half a pound. So then next week, as bad as I feel today, I'm going to feel even worse next week. So to save myself that heartache, I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to carry on. I've meal planned. I've got Iceland delivering later. I've got some more Slimming World meals in, because I've found it really, really helpful to have Slimming World meals in, so that when I've finished work, for example, I can just throw one in the microwave super quick. I know it's all free speed, all that jazz. I throw extra speed veg, salads, whatever it needs to go with it, and it just makes my life a million times easier. So I have bought some more of those, and they're coming later on today. And like I say, yeah, I've meal planned all week. I've not given myself specific meals for each day. I've just said what I'm going to have over the 7 days, and then I'll pick and choose as and when. I've got some backups in case I decide that I really don't want whatever it is that I've chosen. So I've got plenty of options for this next week to be all on plan, minimal sins. Yeah. The only thing that I will say that I don't know what I'm going to do this week, you'll find out next week when it's next week's weigh-in of what I've ended up doing. I don't know whether I'm maybe putting too much pressure on myself with weighing and measuring absolutely everything and calorie counting it, and then trying to do Slimming World at the same time. Not that I'm not finding it easy, I just feel like I'm being pulled in two directions. So I don't know whether I'm just going to purely calorie count this week, but do the Slimming World bits without thinking too much about Slimming World, or if I'm gonna, you can see my breath. I'm not smoking, you can see my breath. That's how cold it is. Or if I'm gonna just do Slimming World only and not look at calories. Now, I know I've said that I'm going to keep an eye on my calories because I don't want to eat on my free food, or overeat on my free food. That is definitely still the case. But what I might do, instead of sticking everything on the scales, I've got this bowl at home that I use to always put my rice and my pasta, like my free food element, into this bowl. And I know it's around about 300 grams, around about that. So I might just, instead of putting everything through my calorie counter, I might just use that bowl. So if I'm having rice with a meal, then I'll fill that bowl up with rice and I'll put that on my plate. So then I know that I'm not just scooping away and I'm having double the amount of what this bowl contains. Because I'd easily do that. I'd be like, yeah, and next thing I know, I've got like a snowy mountain of rice. And then I've still got to fill it with my topping and plus my speed food as well. So I might do that, because then that'll keep me reining in without having to stick it on the scales. The same with the pasta, I'll just use that bowl full, and this will all be cooked product, it won't be dried. Because could you imagine filling a bowl up full of dried rice and then it like quadruples in size? Whew, I don't even think I could eat all that. Probably could. Who am I kidding? I probably could. I might just do that. And then I'm not getting too much in my own head, because I have found that I have been very much in my own head, being very conscious of like, weigh this, weigh that, weigh this, weigh that. And is it Slimming World? Is it free food? Is it speed food? Is it my healthy extra? I've been very much, my brain's been in 6 million different places. And maybe I've just put too much pressure on myself this week. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think putting too much pressure on myself is physically going to make me gain weight. It's not. Let's talk science here. It's impossible to do that. But I think maybe, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I might eat a little bit less if I'm doing it this way, because I'm only filling my bowl up. And I'm not looking at my calories and thinking, oh, actually, I've got another 200 calories. I can squeeze some more on there. And then I'd be quite happy with what I've got on my plate, instead of squeezing a bit more because I've still got some calories left. Maybe I might actually undereat not undereat, but I might not eat as much. Maybe I'll be a little bit more mindful. Who knows? I'm just going to play with it. And the more that I've talked on here, before I came on here, I didn't know which one I was going to do, the calorie counting or purely slimming world. I think I've just talked myself into just purely slimming world. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So next week, you're going to see the results of purely slimming world. And that's what I'm going to do. But like I said, I'm still going to limit myself with my little bowl, my special bowl of how much pasta, rice, potatoes, all that I have. And then I'm just going to make sure that as much as I throw loads of speed food in, I'm just going to put even more in. So then there's going to be even less free food to have. I'm just going to throw even more in because I do love the speed food element to the meals. I love tomatoes. Not a massive fan of cucumber, but I can eat them. Onions, peppers, carrots, lettuce, broccoli. I'm just listing loads of stuff off now. Green beans. I know there's a million more that I can eat, and I do love them all. The only two veg that I'm not a fan of is mushrooms and aubergines. Other than that, I love it all. The only fruit I don't like is watermelon. Other than that, love it all. So I've definitely got plenty to play with. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Still going to weigh my milk and my cheeses. That goes as standard. And I'm still going to weigh my healthy extra B choices. That goes as standard. And I'll just stick to that one healthy extra B a day, which you do on the plan anyway. But obviously when you're calorie counting, you can have more because you're going off calories, not healthy extras. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to make a really, my nose is starting to run, it's that cold in here. I'm going to make a really conscious effort to get them steps in and get that water drunk. But when it's cold, it's the last thing you want to be doing, isn't it? Drinking freezing cold water. And I know I can have like hot Vimto and things, but again, I find them really sweet, so I tend not to drink too much of that. And if anything, the sweetness makes me even more thirsty, which maybe that's a good thing, and then I'll drink more. But yeah, I'm just going to have to pull my socks up and just crack on with these things that I know I need to do. But definitely going to keep up with the going to bed for 10 o'clock. If I'm not in bed before 10 o'clock, I'm in bed for 10 o'clock. I feel like a child, but it's amazing. Absolutely amazing, because I love my sleep. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. I do. I think that is going to be the plan this week. And then hopefully next week, I've said £2 again this week. Hopefully I get that £2 if I don't get a little bit more. Hopefully. Let's just see. So still, realistically, I lost £9.5 last week. I've put on £0.5. Still in 2 weeks, I'm £9 down. So I can't grumble at that. If I look at it over the last 2 weeks, I can't grumble at that at all. So that means today I weigh 14 stone 13 pounds. So I'm still in that 14 stone bracket. Yes, happy days. I've not crept back into the 15s. And it means I have lost 2 stone exactly. Because I started at 16 stone 13 pounds. So I am bang on 2 stone loss. Which again, I can't shake a dirty stick at. I'm still 2 stone down. It could be a lot worse. So I'm just going to look on the side of the positives and not negatives. I can still be miffed, but overall, it's a good day. I'm still lighter. I'm still £9 down after the last 2 weeks. And this week is going to be bloody awesome on plan. It's going to be amazing. Like, it's going to go down in history books for being the best week on plan ever. They're going to write stories about me. Oh my God, I'm so full of crap, aren't I? I really am. There's some random guy walking around me. Back at car even. Not actually me. Back at car. But good news as well is that the Slimmer of the Week, obviously I didn't get Slimmer of the Week, but good news was that the Slimmer of the Week had left, didn't stay to group, should always stay to group, and we did a double raffle today and I got the Slimmer of the Week bag. And our group is like beyond generous. Everybody always brings something in, and yeah, super chuffed to have got the Slimmer of the Week bag. I'm not joking you, it is absolutely boomed. It looks like a week's worth of shopping. I'll nip out of the car and I'll go grab it and I'll show you, because I've only chatted for 20 minutes, so let's see what's in that bag. Only if you're interested. If you're not, then obviously skip to the very end, but if you are, then yeah, there's some really, really good stuff in there and I'm very, very impressed. So let me go grab it and I'll show you what I got. So, oh my god, I can't even bloody lift it. So this is the bag full. As you can see, it is absolutely, just nearly ripped my arm off putting it on the seat. As you can see, it is absolutely stuffed to bursting. Just wait for this random car to drive past me before I start waving my spaghetti around and they call the police saying that there's some random woman wielding spaghetti in car. Have they gone? There you go, you can just see them go. So without further ado, we've got some spaghetti, which is free on Slimming World. This is the stuff that I definitely need to keep an eye on, because honestly I think I could eat that whole pack, especially if it's covered in butter. Amazing. And as you can see, it is quite calorific. It's saying it contains 5 servings. So 100 gram of raw pasta weighs approximately 220 grams when cooked. And 100 gram of raw pasta, which is 200 grams when it's cooked, is 359 calories. And genuinely, it's 500 grams, genuinely, I could easily eat half of that. I would not even think twice of eating half of this pack just to myself. So that is like what, 3, 6, 9, oh my god, 9, just round up. It's over 1,000 calories for half a pack of this. Over 1,000 calories. And like I say, I can easily eat that. And Slimming World say, eat until you're full, eat as much as you like. And yes, I'll still have my bolognese on top and I'll have my salad, but yeah, easily put away half of this without even thinking about it. And I've had over 1,000 calories just on pasta. So yeah, this is why I'm going to limit myself with my little bowl. So pasta, free food, some sliced carrots, speed food, even though that they're in a tin, they're still speed. Some chopped tomatoes, again speed food. Got some golden vegetable savoury rice. This is the stuff that's like however many pence, 29p, something like that at Aldi. This is now sinned. Can't remember how many sins. I want to say it's around about 1.5 sins. I'll pop it on the screen for how many sins this is, but this is now sinned and it used to be free, which again is good that it is sinned, because obviously it's got like starches and thickeners and everything like that in, which are going to be quite highly calorific. But for half a pack of this is 210 calories. So the full pack itself would have been 420 calories. And you'd have that with whatever else you're having it with. And again, I would easily eat this full pack just to myself. Some skinny whip bars, 80 calories each, coconut. Love coconut. High in fibre, well, it's saying less than 80 calories. Let's see how many. 76. So if you do the 20 calorie rule, then it's around about 4 sins, I'd say, for one of these. And dark chocolate as well. Yummy. Not tried them, so I'm looking forward to them. Some tuna in spring water, free and protein. I'll show you this in a minute, and it's going to make quite a bit of noise. Some mushy peas, good old mushy peas. They're just a free food. Oh, sorry, got a very close up of my head then. And something that you can't eat, but really nice. It says Joy on the top, so they throw all sorts of stuff in, and it's a lovely candle. Oh no, it's not. It's a soap. Oh, it smells lovely. Oh, I'm not used to using soaps like that. I normally get them in the squeezy bottles, because you don't know where people have rubbed the bits on it, do you? And it's all my family members, but still. Oh, never heard of this brand. What brand is that? Newgate. Where's that from? Oh, Lidl. Baked beans, free. Used to be protein, but not protein anymore, because there's not enough protein in a tin of baked beans. A very sad looking Satsuma. Speed. The couple of hi-fi bars. The gingerbread one, not a fan. The taste really spicy to me. I don't know if that's just me, but the taste, and don't get me wrong, I love spice, but they've got that, do you know where ginger just like hits the back of your throat? It's got that. And triple chocolate, one of my favourite. Oh my god, my lips are well going blue. So you can either have one as a healthy extra, as a speed side of a healthy extra, or if you have two, it's just your normal healthy extras. Or you can sin them at 3 sins each. But yeah, they say if you just have one, it's healthy extra, but speed healthy extra. This is what I put in. And now I've got back my winter spice, Ribena. No added sugar, so completely sin-free. Absolutely amazing if you do have this hot. It is gorgeous. Tastes a bit mulled winey without the alcohol, unfortunately. Some plum tomatoes. Oh, that's free, by the way, because it's sugar-free. Plum tomatoes, which is speed. Like I told you, there's tons of stuff. I'm not even to the bottom of the bag yet. Some Skinny Whips, toffee flavour. Again, 76 calories, so just rounding up, around about 4 cents a bar. Super sweet sweet corn. This is free. Ooh, this one's a big one, she says. Grapefruit segments. Now, it says it's in grapefruit juice. It is a tinned fruit. Tinned fruit usually has an element to sins to it, but it's obviously grapefruit, which is a speed fruit, and it's in the juice. But I'm still going to say that it's probably got sins in it, so I will have a look on the app and let you know what it is. I'll pop it up here in a second. So yeah, probably sinned. How many? I don't know. But if you was to eat a grapefruit by itself off of the shelf, just in its natural form, then that would be speed. Now, the amount of sugar you put on top of it, not speed. However, speaking of sugar, this is just in the car with me because I've took it to group with me. But this Canderel Sugarly, oh my goodness, amazing. I hate sweetener. I mean, I hate sweetener with a passion. But this genuinely tastes like sugar. You can only taste the sweetness. You can't taste that artificial, horrible taste in your mouth, which is the bit that I hate. It's a little bit expensive. It's around about £2.50 a jar. However, it is definitely worth it. And it has, I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but it's got the same consistency, do you know, when it's granulated, just like sugar. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So if you're like me and not a massive fan of sweetener, try this. You only need half the amount that you normally would do. So say you have a teaspoon of sugar in your tea or coffee, use half. Honestly, use half, see how you find it, and add more if you need to, because it is super sweet. And it's sin free, it's 0 calories, which is bob on. So yeah. Oh, don't like this. This is going to go back in Slimmer of the Week basket one week, but it is jackfruit. Again, it's in water, it's tinned, but obviously you're going to get it tinned. I think it's just free. I'm sure it's just free. But people use this, like, obviously I don't eat red meat, so people use this as a substitute for things like pulled pork. If you put it in the slow cooker, I know it like breaks down and it's got very much like a porky texture, where it goes stringy, or like a chicken when you do a pulled chicken, that kind of texture. And if you mix it with like different flavourings, because it's a very bland flavour, then obviously you can enhance it with whatever flavour you want, and it really absorbs it. Maybe I've never cooked it properly in the past. Maybe I might try it again. Who knows? But yeah, not usually a fan of that, but I might just give it another whirl. If not, if I decide against it, it's going back in the basket another week. Some beanies, nutty hazelnut coffee, free. Some dark rye Rivita crisp breads. These are 37 calories each. Or I think you can have 4 as a healthy extra B. I'm sure it's 4 as a healthy extra B. Again, I'll pop it on the screen, whatever it is. But yeah, I'm sure it's 4 as a healthy extra B. So around about 1.5 to 2 cents per crisp bread if you're just having them by themselves. Some vegetable stock cubes, which are free. Still not at the bottom. Some Italian chopped tomatoes with a hint of garlic. This will be free/speed because again it's tomatoes. I think it'll still be that, even though it's got a hint of garlic, but obviously I would double check. What else have we got? Oh, some more Italian chopped tomatoes, but in the tin. Can't speak. It's because I'm so cold. Vine ripened. So they've probably spent a pretty dollar on this. So thank you very much whoever put that in the slimming world basket, because I'm the type that will buy budget tomatoes, anything on offer, because I have a million children, so obviously cheaper the better. Some sliced carrots, they are speed. Did I say that they're speed? They're definitely speed. I have some skinless and boneless mackerel fillets in spicy tomato sauce. Again, oh, Lidl brand. I don't often shop at Lidl. When I do, it's usually for the bakery section or the sushi, which again, not good. Definitely not Slimming World. It says mild. Spicy tomato sauce. Definitely a protein. Now, if it carries any sins, it'll be because of the sauce. Obviously, I'll pop it on the screen. I really don't know. I do think it's free because I do know that other ones similar in different brands, they're free. Something that you won't be eating is vanilla, sugar and whipped cream limited edition shower gel. Fearless Fever. I think you're meant to boogie in the shower, body magic, while you're using that. Don't eat that. Please don't sprinkle it on top of your salad or anything like that. That's for the shower. Oh, another one of them golden savoury. That one's been kicking around in someone's cupboard for a while. It's a bit bashed up. Again, it will carry sin values now, and I will have already put it on the screen. Am I at the bottom? I'm almost at the bottom. Baked beans. These ones are good old Aldi's. I recognise the brand. Again, free. And then three last things. Hartley's sugar-free jelly. I don't know how many sins these will have. I'll have to have a look and pop it on the screen. And then a natural bronzer self-tanning wipe, which I'm sure my daughter will steal from me, even though she's got a million bottles of tanning stuff. But she'll probably try this one and see if it's any good. But yeah, that as well. And then finally, which I thought was well funky, is this. It's a banana bag. So basically, the lady at group was saying, you put your bananas in there, because you know like how they can go like proper brown and manky. Personally, I quite like eating them like that. I am a brown and manky kind of girl. If it's green and solid, it tastes like wax. Get it away from me. But if it's brown and spotty, yum yum in my tum. But yeah, these make your bananas last longer. Because I do know that you shouldn't ever put your bananas with any other kind of fruits, because it makes your bananas go off quicker. Never store your bananas in a fridge either, because again, bananas shouldn't be cold. They go off quicker if they're in a fridge. But yeah, I'm going to give this banana bag a whirl. It feels foamy. The bag does. It feels foamy. I don't know where she's got it from. I'll ask her if anyone's interested. If you're interested where it came from, then let me know in the comments and I will ask her next week and let you know. Probably online, Amazon or something, won't it? So yeah, that's all my stuff. Like I say, it fills this Slimming World bag right to the brim. It's like I've gone shopping. So I'll be able to mark a lot of this stuff off from my shopping this week. But I just thought I'd show you, because like I say, my group, very, very generous. They're so generous. Everyone usually brings something. Like, I'd say a good 80% of people bring something. So if this is only 80% of the group that brings something, can you imagine if everybody brought something? You'd have to take 2 bags home because it was overflowing. So yeah, anyway, that's it. And like I say, I'm going to have a really good week on plan. Definitely going to have a really good week on plan. There's nothing to get in my way. I'm lying to you right now. I am barefaced lying to you. There is something to get in my way. It's my husband's birthday on Tuesday. He is officially old. He'll be really appreciative of me saying that. But no, it's his birthday on Tuesday. We always have a tradition where you can either choose the restaurant we go to, choose the takeaway we have, or choose the home cooked meal that you really, really want. Basically, the evening meal on your birthday is your choice of what we have. So he probably won't want to go out because it means taking the littlies, and he just won't want the stress of that, of having a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old going mental. He definitely won't want the cost of that either. He's not a massive fan of takeaways. He isn't. He prefers my cooking, and I don't mean that to sound like I'm blowing my own trumpet, but he does. He prefers my own cooking. So it probably will be something home cooked, but then he'll get to choose. But if he's choosing a home cooked meal, then there's no reason why I can't stay on plan, because I don't have to eat what he's eating. I'll just have something on plan. Cake will be involved, and if that makes me gain weight, then there is something wrong with this universe, because a slice of cake should not trip me up after 7 other days and countless meals and snacks, all 100% on plan. So if I do not get the results next week that I'm hoping to, I am not going to blame that piece of cake, because I know it won't be that cake. But I am going to get the results I want, because I deserve it from this week, and I'm going to have another amazing week, aren't I? So of course, because I'm going down in the Guinness books. That's what I've said. Anyway, I've talked for a very long time now, so if you've made it to the end, wow, thank you so much. But as always, a massive thank you for sticking with me and coming on this journey with me. I really do appreciate it, and all my success is definitely down to you guys as well, because if I didn't have the support of all of you lot, I know I wouldn't be doing half the amount that I am doing now. I know I can do a lot better. I know I can, but even what I am doing is definitely massively helped by you lot, so thank you again. But I am going to stop chuntering away. I'm going to go, I'm going to put the heating on, and I'm going to go home. So thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Drop a comment down below. We know we love to have a good chat. Let me know how you're getting on, if you're on a weight loss journey. If you've gained like me and you've got no idea where it's come from, don't worry about it. We persevere, we keep moving. If you've had a gain and you know where it's come from, then happy days, you know where it's come from. But if you have had a loss, then please, come on, share the wealth, impart the knowledge. Let's all get some good losses next week. Drop a comment, and don't forget to like this video as well, because it it massively helps bump up my videos so that more people see them, and then we just get an even bigger community, which is definitely what we want. But anyway, I'm going to stop being so cheesy, and I am going to go, and I will see you next week if I don't see you before. So take care of yourselves. Thank you so much, and I'll see you then. Bye.